Good morning and welcome to BNN News with your host, Ryan Fitzpatrick. And today we will be interviewing a rather graphic topic known as the guillotine. The guillotine was a torture/death device used to ultimately punish or kill people in the historic times. To help everyone get a better understanding of the topic, we're going down live to Natalie Curtin on scene with a real functioning guillotine. Take it away, Nat.
Thanks, Ryan. As you can see here, we are with an actual functioning guillotine. The guillotine is made up of several parts that include a metal blade that is being fully supported by a rope that would ultimately be held up by someone, and when the time comes, the releasing of the rope would trigger the blade to fall straight down on the victim's head. As we can see here, the guillotine is a very killer piece of work. That's all from here. Back to you, Ryan.
Thank you very much, Nat. And wow, isn't that guillotine just absolutely mesmerizing? Just to think that it could do all that. Hold on, folks. What's that? I'll let them know. It appears that we'll be going down live to Lily on scene with the full scoop of the guillotine and its complete significance. The floor is yours, Lily.
Thanks, Ryan. Today we are analyzing this mighty piece of terror known as the guillotine. Due to the slight rogueness of certain citizens, they chose to voice their opinions and stand up to the people abusing power. Unfortunately, the higher power showed no mercy. Pretty much anyone voicing their opinion was sent to be executed by the guillotine. It began to get so out of hand, even calling a woman by madame would result in execution. All of this resulted in a rather extreme amount of people's lives being taken. This device just shows it is far more dangerous than one might presume. That wraps it up here. Back to you, Ryan.
So now, you're telling me if I were to call someone madam as opposed to ma'am, it would ultimately result in me being sentenced to death by the guillotine? That's just crazy talk. One can only wonder, with all this commotion going on, what did they do with the bodies? If you're like me and are wondering the exact same thing, we got good news for you, because just early this morning, Lily went and interviewed Dr. Costa, who had all the inside information on what went on during this crazy time. Without further delay, here's the interview.
In just 9 months, we can officially say that 16,594 people were brutally killed during the terror across France, and everyone's dying to know what happened to the bodies.
The bodies were usually burned, or in some cases, to torture victims even further, they were hung or sent off to dissection.
You heard it first on BNN.
What a process. Truly magnificent. Although, it truly concerns me how many bodies there actually were. 16,000? That's a lot of bodies. And that's a lot of families. Just imagine how all these families feel of all these executed people. To potentially catch a glimpse of how these families might feel, we headed down to ground level where Nat is supposedly meeting with longtime relative of Louis XVI of France. All yours, Nat.
Thanks, Ryan. I'm here with the man who claims to share the same blood as Louis XVI. How do you feel about the beheading of certain citizens that choose to voice their opinions and stand up to the people abusing power?
It's bad because they have to be able to voice their own opinion.
Right. Unfortunately, the higher power decided to show no mercy. Pretty much anyone voicing their opinions was sent to the guillotine and sentenced to die. It began to get so out of hand that even calling a woman by the term madam could result in execution. This resulted in a rather extreme amount of people's lives being taken, which is significant to the outcome of the French Revolution, which shows this old wooden device is far more dangerous than one might presume. That wraps it up from here. Back to you, Ryan.
Thank you so much, Nat. And although I'm almost positive that they're not related, I am positive that that's all we've got for today. Always remember, the guillotine was very important for its time in the French Revolution. But what's even more important is to tune back in here next time at BNN for a great news report. Here, our staff and reporters would like to thank you all for watching. As always, your host, Ryan Fitzpatrick, tuning out.